What's up, guys? M here. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and in honor of said Christmas and holidays, I am bringing you guys a special holiday-themed showdown battle that is, in fact, two battles for the price of one. It's a great deal just in time for the holidays, a great gift for your family and loved ones. So, with that being said, as you can see, I am using a special holiday-themed team that I would like to talk about for a little bit, just because that's what I do. Just in case, you're wondering about any sets I'm using or stuff like that. So first thing you should notice is that Delibird. And you cannot have a Christmas team without Delibird. Delibird is the Christmas Pokemon. And if you guys remember way back when, in my first Showdown video, I used a Delibird. And it's that same set. It's Sub, Focus Punch, Ice Shard, and Bounce with lefties. And it's definitely my favorite Delibird set. I think it's pretty fun. It's fun to use. Then we got a Scarf Jirachi, Physically Defensive Trevenant, Mega Abomasnow, which is awesome. Got a Scarfed Rotom Heat, which does have the trick. That's my favorite Rotom set, if you were wondering. And Especially Defensive Tentacruel with that Rapid Spin. So now he's leading off with his Rotom. I got my Rotom. And right off the bat, he's going to miss a Hydro Pump, which sucks for him because that probably would have killed me and would have made this match a whole lot different. But now I do know that he's Scarfed, so I'm going to go into Abomasnow, Mega Evolve, and just hit something hard with a Blizzard. And even this Scissor, who resists it, takes a clean like 30% after the Hail. So now I'm going to go into my Rotom Heat just to take the Bullet Punch. He ends up roosting, so that's cool. I'm going to go right for the Overheat, and he goes into Gliscor, which, Gliscor can take an Overheat. I don't know if he predicted the electric move, but I don't know. He did not take that well at all. So now I'm going to go back into my Abomasnow. He ends up going for the Protect. I kind of thought he might, but my Hail ends up dying, so I can't go for a Blizzard. I end up going for the Giga Drain, actually predicting the Tentacruel. But once again, I'm scared of a Bullet Punch or something, so I'm going to go into Trevenant this time as he Swords Dances. But now he's going to switch out to Clefable, which is a pretty good check to Trevenant in most cases. And he's actually going to start Calm Minding. I was a little scared of the Cosmic Power, but I figure even with the Calm Mind, Sludge Bomb should do a decent amount of damage. He does end up switching out though. Rotom ends up getting poisoned and just dying. So that Rotom Wash is just having a terrible holiday, not having any luck. I apologize. But now I'm going to stay in on this Talonflame, because I think I can take a stock Brave Bird, and if he did want a Swords Dance, I want to get damage on it. So that's what happened. I hit the Scald, and he ends up killing both of us. Now, Rotom against Tentacruel, I'm just going to Volt Switch. Go ahead into my Abomasnow, because I don't think he can do much to me aside from Toxic. So, not too worried about that. He is just going to go for a knockoff here, but that does nothing, because I don't have an item, and I am more of a bulky set. Just take him out with the Giga Drain. That's cool. So once again, he's in with Scissor. I figure, fine, I'll just let this thing die. But he ends up going for a Brick Break, which I take pretty easily, and I could hit a Focus Blast. So now I'm like, okay, if he's going to do that, I can save my Abomasnow, try and get the Hail up later. Switch into my Trevenant as he goes for the Roost. But now I'm predicting the Clefable, so I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to switch right to my Jirachi. And I could have predicted the Gliscor here, but I thought an Ironhead would do more. Turns out it doesn't, so I'm going to have to switch out. Go back into my Abomasnow, get the Hail going again, just to whittle this Gliscor down a little bit more. And here I predicted the Protect, because I thought he would just try and Toxic Stall me, but he ends up going for the Stealth Rocks. So I don't know if he predicted my switch or if he didn't think I had the Ice Shard and thought he would just outspeed me. But that's a good play for him, because now my Abomasnow is going to die on entry. My Rotom Heat's going to be hurt on switch-ins. So either way, I'm just going to go for an Overheat. That Clefable does not take it that well. But I am going to switch out, go back to my Abomasnow, just let him die so I can get a safe switch-in to my, I believe, Jirachi. Am I right? Oh no, I go into Rotom because, alright, so I see his three guys and I'm thinking I'm going to trick something. Because either Clefable or Gliscor would be seriously crippled if they got a Scarf. And I do trick the Clefable as he's setting up a Calm Mind, which puts me in a very, very good position. Even if I tricked the Gliscor and got a Toxic Orb, that's not a big deal because a Scarfed Gliscor is basically useless. So now I can kill that thing off with an Overheat. Scissor is going to die to an Overheat even at -2 because he does not have great special defense at all. And then all that leaves is Clefable. And I am going to Volt Switch out because I am at very low special attack. I'm going to switch in Delibird just so he gets an appearance in this game. But he does end up being killed by the Moonblast, unfortunately. So now I got to clean up with Jirachi. This Clefable actually takes the Iron Head better than I thought it would. But he gets the flinch. Doesn't matter. Moonblast wouldn't have done anything. And Jirachi cleans it up. So now let's get into the second battle. This guy's got like a 5th gen OU team with Chansey, which is just so annoying. But he's got no ground types or anything to resist the Volt Switch. So I'm just going to start off with Rotom again. Get a nice Volt Switch off on this Tornadus T, which I have not really seen at all lately. As he goes for the knockoff on my Tentacruel, which hurts, but not the worst thing. Now I'm just going to go for some Scalds. I figured the Venusaur would come in, but I'm really fishing for a burn here, and I do get it. Merry Christmas to me. I take that Giga Drain pretty easily. But now I'm actually going to switch into Jirachi to take that. And here I end up going for the U-turn because I'm going to scout for the Earthquake. So I go into my Bomb Snow, get the Hail up. Turns out he does have Earthquake, so that worked out nicely. Now, I know this thing is thick fat, but I figured a Blizzard from a Mega Abomasnow should do a decent amount. It does not at all. It does a pathetic 33 amount. Mega Venusaur is so bulky. But luckily, in the Hail and the Rain, Synthesis only recovers a quarter health, which means he's not getting that much at all. I'm going to go for the Ice Shard again. He's actually going to save that thing, switching to Heatran, which, you know, pretty good play. I'm going to go back into Tentacruel, figuring this thing can't do much. He gets up his rocks, and I'm like, you know what, I still got that Delibird, so I'm going to go for the Rapid Spin now. He ends up switching to Skarmory, which has the Rocky Helmet, and that sucks. So I just go for a Scald, maybe get a burn. I do not get it, and he ends up just killing me off. So that's whatever. I can go into Rotom now. Just go for a Volt Switch because he does still have this Chansey. And I'm going to switch right into Delibird because I figured this thing would probably Toxic or T-Wave or something, which he does, so I can get up a sub. And I'm going to have a little bit of fun right now. He goes for something. I didn't see what he went for, but I can hit a Focus Punch. And Delibird is just going to be a bit of a nuisance to this guy's team right now. At the same time, this guy's kind of being a jerk. He's literally just soft-boiling. That sounds like a word. But either way, I'm just going to keep going for Focus Punches because I am doing more damage than he's recovering. So as long as I don't miss, I should be okay. That's the only problem, is because Delibird is Hustle. He may miss. Just like right here when Skarmory goes for the Roost, and I'm like, yes! And then I miss a Focus Punch, so I'm like, no. And I think I'm going to try that one more time, predicting the Roost, maybe twice, because I would really like this thing to not be at full health so it doesn't have its Sturdy. So yeah, one more time I go for the Focus Punch as he Roosts. Hit him. Am doing just about half. So here I believe I switch out back into Rotom as he goes for the Roost, but he does not get his Sturdy back. So I'm free just to drop a Thunderbolt because that Chansey was very weak. So even at that range, I think a Thunderbolt would have taken it out. I end up getting the Paralysis, but that does not really matter at all, and you'll see later. So now I'm going to go back into Delibird, predicting Chansey, and he does. And here I'm like, maybe it's low enough for an Ice Shard to kill, but no, not quite. So now I actually think he's going to Toxic, seeing me go for that Ice Shard. So I set up a sub, and once again Delibird is just staying alive. And here I end up going for the Bounce, because I thought the only way I'm going to get past this Chansey is if I can get some Para Hacks, maybe hit a Bounce, which I do miss. But I go for it again because I can't switch out. I'll die if the rocks come back in. If I come back in on the rocks, that's what I was gonna say. But I do not get the paralysis, and right here, I predicted the roost. He ends up switching, and Delibird takes out a Mega Venusaur with an unprotected Focus Punch. Merry Christmas to all of you guys. I don't think you could have asked for a better gift than that. That was awesome. Unfortunately, Delibird does go down to that Tornadus. But I'm in here with Rotom. Gonna Volt Switch because Chansey is still alive, unfortunately. And I'm free to just go for some Iron Heads. And he could have switched to Skarmory here. But I don't know. He ends up letting it die. Now he goes into Tornadus. Surprise, I am Scarfed. He was checking for that, I'm guessing. So now he switches out to get his Regenerator going. I end up Iron Heading the Skarmory, which does nothing. He should have really just switched this in. Chansey would have probably been more useful in the long run. But here, I'm just going to go for some more Thunderbolts now that this Chansey's out of the way. That hits everything very hard. And as you can see, the paralysis doesn't matter because he trends slower anyway, and he doesn't get paralyzed. So that was not an issue. He did have Ancient Power randomly, probably for like Talonflame. But now he's going to make a double switch to, my guess is get his Regenerator on his Tornadus, figuring that Slowbro would not have been as useful against my team. So I guess that was a decent play, but that Thunderbolt brings Skarmory down to Sturdy, and it kills itself off with Brave Bird. So now all he's got is Tornadus. I'm just going to go in with my Mega Abomasnow. Ice Shard does a pretty solid amount, but I take an Air Slash, no problem. One more Ice Shard is going to end the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Christmas is over, but whatever. See ya.